this is rather a surprise. Mr. Salazar has given us coordinates to an obscure nebula in which he and other Salazar employees were interned for a spot of forced labor. More concerningly, it sounds as though people are, well, exploding. I'm not the biggest fan of the fellow, Director. He's been a titanic pain in the arse, quite frankly. But it doesn't feel right to leave him or his colleagues to die in the dark. Butter my crepes, Director. We knew it'd be grim out here, but this is a calamity. Have they been harvesting colossals?
Galacticares? Is that you? I can't see what's outside through all the brain matter jamming up the bloody screen.
Yes, Mr. Salazar. Did you say brain matter?
Afraid so, robot. I woke up naked, confused, with a strange device jammed into my cocoa nut. Gently, my sister's dog Walker and Salazar accountant promptly exploded and coated the view screen with his mind jelly. Suffice it to say, we've been trying to get the bloody things out of our heads. But there are a lot of implants over here, Galacticares, and only so many screwdrivers.
I see. My condolences regarding Genly, sir. We've some poor implanted fellows here with us, in fact.
Does anybody know why there are no coffee machines in here?
Good grief!
Director, with Baz's help, I've been rooting around in the deceased colossals, trying to figure out exactly what the Cabal were up to. I'm going to trust you to help Mr. Salazar save as many of these poor souls as you can. Sorry for the squelching.
We will recover the memories of my fallen brood from this nest of butchery. Had we only known.
Well, that's all rather a lot, Director. I suppose we should get straight to the business of the day.
When you chaps are ready, I'll send you the first group. The ones whose implants are ominously vibrating the most. I'm not sure if that's how the brain bombs work, but it is quite irritating. Galacticare, sorry to mither you, but Jeremy, former lift operator, is starting to look a little bit pale and... Actually, brain check on that.
Are we ready to commence our recovery mission?
The first shuttle is on its way to you. Fair Galacticares, I wouldn't get too attached to your decor.
Director, the first patients with the implant things in their heads have arrived.
Quite right, Millie. These
You want?
patients have been classified as danger level 4. They'll deteriorate very quickly if not seen to, and are more likely to perish in treatment. We should ensure we're using happy, well-trained cerebral rehab experts to treat them in order to avoid more casualties than necessary. I suggest we also keep them clear of anything that might stain particularly easily. It might also be worth accelerating our research into this condition, which will further reduce the rate of unfortunate accidents during treatment.
What?
What?
There's more where that came from, Galacticares. It's heaving to the gills over here.
I'm not sure that's a saying. I can't imagine we'd expect to save everyone, Director, but we'll give it our best crack.
You managed to extract an implant. That's more relieving than my third divorce. We might still have a toaster stenciling workforce after this is over.
More patients from the Cabal station have arrived, Director.
Hi, guys. I got an email from Baz asking me to take over his shop while he's on sabbatical. Apparently, he's gonna be licking his friends. I get it, though. I don't know. I don't know how he uses a computer with his flippers. Anyways, let me know if you need anything. I'll be back. Just to sell things, hopefully.
Galacticares, we're sending you Salazon's lacrosse team. Took me 2 years to teach these goons to swing a stick. Be a dear and get them back to us safely.
Sure. Let me just, Man, how does this work? Okay, have fun. I'm going back to the spooky meat tunnel. So, see yous guys.
Doctor, lots more patients with the brain implants arrived, and some of them are ticking. They actually seem weirdly calm about it. One guy gave me a thumbs up. That was nice.
Yes, the implant does seem to have a rather sedating effect on some victims. Part of the control mechanism to keep them indentured, I'd imagine. Or they're simply paralyzed with stress.
Not a bad start at all. You always did have a knack for the old healthcares, as much as it pains me to admit. Less so now that I'm not off my gourd on Cabal funny pills. But only a smidge.
Director, a plague of noshers have come to visit our wonderful hospital and harass the pleasant patients within.
Some very spicy work you're doing over there, my darling pals. You know your way around an explosive implant. You're nearly as good as my second boyfriend. Ah! Ah! You saved everyone. No, I don't believe it. This is some magic Galacticare trick. If your staff have been wizards all along, there's no wonder our stock projections got totally We're looking for more survivors, Galacticares, but they're sealed up behind more bulkheads than my top secret cologne formula. We're having a go with a plasma cutter we found. We'll crack them out of there sooner or later. I chucked a short-range teleporter into that last shuttle. Your meta units probably found it if they rummaged under the seats. It'll let people zip and zap both in and out of rooms, skipping the depressing nonsense of actually having to walk through doors.
Director, I've been out with Baz trying to recover his siblings' memories. I think we've cracked the first one, but it's taken a toll on him. As for me, I think I need a bucket.
Baz awaits your attention, Director. I rather suspect he's putting on a brave face. On account of the luminous beams of energy bursting from Baz's eyes, Director, I recommend checking in with him when you can.
It's been a while since I've channeled memories from my kin, and somehow it's made everything look incredibly pink. I'm coming over for a quick checkup. If that's all right with you, Rod, keep an eye out for anything odd, Galacticare. Our thoughts are alive and can take form if we're under threat. My broodmate's last memories were disturbed.
I think I can feel the thin veneer of reality peel back to reveal the worms of quantum energy underneath. So I'm going to find somewhere to be horizontal until this blows over.
Shuttle is ready and awaiting your order, Director. The shuttle has been launched.
Wow. That's a lot of meat just kind of floating around. Hi guys.
Diagnosis canisters have deployed. Let's find out what's wrong with our boy. Whilst patients affected by the Cabal implants are our top priority, we continue to receive patients from nearby systems. It seems the prolonged exposure to this rift causes unusual reactions, with some describing the ability to perceive what lies below. A most ominous statement, which is only slightly less alarming than their glowing pink eyeballs.
Smoke me a kipper. I'll be back for toxin. For breakfast.
The diagnosis is complete, but it's rather hard to explain what's the matter. His brain activity seems highly unusual, as though several of him are overlapping.
Dreamarium heal. It's the only thing we have that has any chance of helping. By the way, were you dead?
I don't believe so, Ma'am. Unless your definition of life has gotten rather more reactionary in the past 2 minutes.
Strange. I never noticed you had a spirit following you before.
Yes, not at all a mortifying thing to hear. I'm sure you'll be fine, Miss Orion.
Hi.
Treatment canisters deploying now, Director. As per Ms. Orion. and increasingly concerning instructions, a stop by the Dramarium is in order for them.
Hey, wow.
We have a sudden laxite problem, Director, and if we don't zap them to oblivion, our floors may end up looking like a Jackson Pollock. The treatment canisters have absorbed the requisite dream energy and are ready to support Baz in his psychic struggle. The shuttle is ready to dispatch at your command, Director. Canisters are away and our treatment is commencing.
Back into the dark void, I guess.
Oh, much better, Galacticare. Those soniums you have are really quite something. Do you remember where you found them?
The creatures in Dreamarium? Confusingly, sir, none of us do.
Well, I'm glad they hitched a ride with you. They're not easily swayed to leave their world. Cora Orion's mind might struggle to keep pace with reality for a bit, but she insisted on helping. Her augmented cortex is just the conduit we need. I'll keep a close eye on her. You lot take care of yourselves while we figure this out.
Mushy mushy, my dears. My chiropractor and I managed to crack through into an adjacent bit of the station. And it's absolutely pouring with brain implant victims. We'll pack them onto shuttles and send them over to your delightfully decorated environs as regularly as we can. Darn! Well, there goes Cedric. I'd offer someone else his seat, but I doubt anyone much fancies sitting in the slosh.
The next batch of implanted patients have arrived. They're in a rather volatile state, Director, and may pop in short order.
This next shuttle carries everyone from our male grooming division. One of the most celebrated teams at Salazon, I'll have you know. Treat them with care. They lean a tad neurotic.
Director, if vomit and trash are part of your aesthetic, carry on. Otherwise, we may need more Medibots.
First stylus has been saved. I feel like they should receive a prize of some kind. Balloons, a little hat, sphincter relaxation meds, that sort of thing.
orders have arrived. A lot of them look really bad. I don't think they're very... good at their jobs.
Yes, nothing quite so disappointing as a mangy barber. To be fair, I'm not sure how they aren't all in the grips of mass hysteria.
Last bunch from this sector, Galacticares. We've got one more area to clear after this, and then we're home free. Well, the ones who've blown up aren't, but I expect that's a given.
So, whatever's happening, I can't stop turning back up here. You guys, you need anything? Don't ask me where I got it. Yeah, that looks nice. Banzig away.